So that leads to that critical question, Professor Chomsky. How do we fight back? How do we win?
We fight back the way they did in the 1930s, the way the populist movement did in the 1890s, and the labor movement then finally defeated, but not without a lot of victories. The way the civil rights movement worked, again with significant victories, though certainly not what Martin Luther King was trying to achieve. You organize. You try. First, you have to educate, like what you're doing on, on your activities. Then you have to, which includes educating yourself, and then you have to try to organize, get people mobilized to do something, as say the Occupy movement did and has done and might continue to do, and then carry out actions of the kind that threaten power and require a response, like, say, CIO sit-down strikes. And there are plenty of other things you can do. So, for example, some things are going on kind of quietly in the country, which have potentially a kind of, even revolutionary implications. The growth and development of cooperatives and worker-owned enterprises, for example. It's not on a huge scale, but it's on a significant scale and spreading. And those are what could be germs of a new society, a very different society, undermining capitalist social and economic relations. Well, all of those, on all sorts of fronts, there are things that can be done. And sometimes they're successful. I mean, for example, the 1960s activism had quite a civilizing effect on the country. It did evoke a tremendous backlash from the 1970s, and we're living in the midst of that backlash. But there are plenty of achievements. Many of them were carried forward. Some are being carried forward right now. Say the advance of gay rights, or much too limited, but at least some concern about the environment. All of those things are developing. They can go further. So there's no shortage of things to do. They're the kinds of tasks that have always been in front of people who wanted to make a better world. They're not easy ones, but they're not impossible either. There's successes in the past that we can build on.